What's going on, guys? Welcome back to those that have been here since the beginning, and welcome to the new guys. For those that don't know, we are working on a 1969 Chevy C10, and it's time to get this interior done. I've been working a bunch of stuff outside, the electrical stuff. Uh, it just kind of gets old. I know I've been kind of jumping around a lot, but it keeps me on my toes. It's just the way I like doing things. We need to get this seat out of here because we're going to be doing sound deadening in here. I do have a retro sound stereo I'll be putting in here. I do have some 6x9s and some speaker pods or speaker panels, whatever you guys want to call them, that go behind this seat. We are also running an aluminum fuel tank that we just put together. So we need to get this tank out of here. So first and foremost, let's go get some tools. I apologize, guys, if my phone keeps cutting in and out. It's 110 today, so I do got the fan blowing over there, but it's extremely hot and this thing overheats. If I have it recording for too long, it just kind of freezes and gotta restart it, let it cool down. But either way, I got a 4x10 speaker. That's the one that goes in the dash, and I got two 6x9s, and then I have 6x6s that'll be going in the door. I have the new retro sound stereo that looks pretty much like the stock one, which is, I actually have a stock one, a very nice stock one, but it doesn't work. So it looks similar to this, has the old school look, but it is Bluetooth. It's a really, really cool unit. Can't wait to put that thing in there. So without further ado, let me continue with these bolts, and I will cut you guys right back on when I go find somebody to help me take it out of here. So stay with me. You got a little hump right here, look. Check it out. Small hump. You got to come over that little hump right there. Nice and smooth. Up. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Set it down. Set it down. Set it down. I can't do nothing about the door. You get to turn this way, Johnny. Okay, set it down. Turn it like that, right there. Okay, maybe I can help you right here on the side. Okay. Stand up, Johnny, and get down. Grab it, 2 hands. Okay, straight out. And you can set it down right there for now. Like, or if you guys already got it up there, take it up there to cement. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. Did you see we got that out pretty easy. Floor least seems to be in good shape. I mean, it's obviously dirty. Haven't got around to doing anything besides kind of checking it out. But we'll see. This mat and everything's gonna come out. I was gonna try to save it, but it's a little bit, it's on the brittle side. There's a couple tears on that side, but I will try to get this thing out as good as I can. But for now, we'll work on this tank. It looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 7 half-inch. Half-inch bolts. We'll get those out. We'll disconnect our fuel line here, and this goes to your gauge. So we'll disconnect this, and we've already ran a new wire under the truck from the aluminum tank. So we'll run that in here somewhere. I'll try to see where it's at under the truck, find a little hole to kind of run it through. and connect it to the fuse block up there. So let me get on that, and we'll see what this tank looks like. Looks to be a newer tank, unless it's a really nice original. But we'll see. Let's check it off. This looks like newer hardware. So this tank might have been replaced at one time. You guys can kind of see. Seems a little bit too new. But that might be a good thing, besides kind of taking something new off to replace it with something else that's new. But at least it's sellable. I'll clean this thing up and I'll put it on Marketplace. I'm sure somebody will need it. All right, tank is loose, and it's not empty. It's definitely got some fuel in it. Huh? Why ain't my fuel coming out of here though? Oh, sound like it was empty, but it's not. So let me see. Let me see how I'm gonna get this fuel out of here. Or maybe we could just lift it. It doesn't have that much gas, but it does have gas. I tapped on the thing earlier, and I guess it felt lighter than it was, but I think it was just because I was tapping up here. Last I remember, we tried to put some fuel in here. There might be, at the very most, maybe 2 or 3 gallons in this thing. Possibly 5. But got all the screws out. Got that line disconnected now. I guess we could push this guy through that way. And there should be nothing else holding this thing in here. So I'll set you guys down real quick, and I'm gonna get one of my boys to help me get this thing out of here, and I'll cut you guys right back on. All right, got that guy out of there. I was able to get it out myself. It was just kind of stuck. I think it was stuck on this filler neck thing or something. I don't know. There is some fuel in there though, a couple gallons. But look at this. Oh man. Man, definitely some critters living in here. Like I mentioned, the truck was parked. From what I remember, that the guy I bought it from, he had it parked for 10, and he had got it from a guy that it was also parked. The guy that I bought it from was kind of fixing it up, and I think they just kind of, I don't know, just lost interest in it, because some of the stuff is fairly new. Some of these wires are like, you can tell they've been like replaced. Some of the stuff is okay. Some stuff is just, it's in good shape. You know, it's original, but in good shape because it was stored away. It wasn't just kind of on the side somewhere. Like this tank here. I was looking at it and I'm kind of trying to read what it says right here, but it looks like it says United Cells Steel. USS, United Cells Steel. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's original. I think it's just a new pop, which leads me to think, oh, let's check out this seat. Which leads me to think that this seat has been redone. Let me turn this off for you guys. This is what I've been using. I'm dying out here. It is super hot out here. But look, check it out. Now you guys can let me know if you guys are upholstery guys or deal with this stuff. You know, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's an original seat. Yeah, it's just been in real good shape, or has it been redone at one point? Sit at the bottom. At the bottom. Oh, I don't know. Really hard to tell. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you guys think? Let's see what this thing is right here. King something or other. Wish that thing was in good shape. That would have been cool. Let's see what that thing is. But let me turn this thing back on because I'm already sweaty. And let's get the vacuum. We'll start cleaning the inside. Put this thing on 1000. There it is. Full blast mode. All right. There we go. Now we're back on. Seat belts are original. 1968. This is a really cool find, actually. You know, I'm a little weird when it comes to this stuff. This stuff's really cool to me. Like how long it's actually been still hanging on. Just the good stuff right here. And to think I'm actually taking these off to throw on some Chinese guys in here. But it's all custom. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. Well, I was gonna hang that there, but that's not gonna work. So I'll set you guys down. Let me get to work. Oh man, this heat's kicking in. We got everything vacuumed up here, and I got my degreaser pump and my water hose leaking right there. So I got my degreaser in here, my little pump. I'm gonna hose all this stuff down, spray it down. There's a lot of just stuff that's been built up for a long time. It really stinks in here. Now that everything was kind of behind that fuel tank, there's just a bunch of, for lack of a better word, a bunch of caca in here, caca over there, just caca everywhere. But we're gonna hose everything down, spray everything down, put a nice little coat of this stuff on here, and I'm gonna go inside and drink some water. I'm gonna let this stuff kind of let it do what it do. Stuff is good stuff. I got it from my friend Gilbert. Second Chance C10. This is basically it's engine degreaser. He's a diesel mechanic, so this stuff is pretty strong, and it should be. Look at that. I mean, it's gonna work. Definitely gonna work. But this stuff is really strong. Yeah. So let me spray this. I'm gonna let it sit for, I'm gonna give it a good 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, let this thing really kind of break this stuff down. And then I don't have a pressure washer, but I don't think I'll need one. This stuff seems to be coming off pretty good. I think the hose will be just fine. Kind of hook all this up. And then I'll cut you guys back on with the much better looking 69 interior. Okay, that's our first pass there. That's me not doing nothing besides just spraying it, letting it sit, and hosing it down. And you can see this stuff is some strong stuff, see? But it only works for like a few minutes, and then it kind of starts to dry, and then it just, if anything, it just kind of seems like it sticks back on there. But like I said, I haven't scrubbed anything yet. All I did was just that one layer. Now I'm gonna actually spray some on here, and I'm gonna find me a little brush, something to kind of get in here. Maybe even what can I use? I know my son was using some kind of scrubber to paint my ice chest. Oh, that's another little thing I'm gonna show you guys. My son's got going on over there for us. Is the other day you guys seen him doing the headers. Well, we got a matching ice chest going for this guy too. So we found some extra paint from when we were painting this. So what we wanted to have just enough to paint that ice chest. I got it from my wife for Father's Day. It was originally red. It's an old school Coleman, but it's gonna be paint matched now. It'll be green with the white top. Something cool that we could take to the shows and get some stickers from people, throw them on there, swap stickers and so forth. But this is what I'm gonna use right here. I'm gonna hook all this up, spray it one more time, and we should be looking a lot better. Check it out what we got right now. Kind of see a bunch of dirty runs and stuff. But look at the floors. The floors are good. Like, you know, this is just like it's just dirty. You know, like, that ain't nothing. Look, check it out. That over there, I don't know. We'll see. The window usually leaks and it kind of goes down and kind of sits in there. I did throw away the insulation that was under the little rubber pad. That stuff was nasty looking. I didn't record it. Nobody wants to see no nasty stuff like that, but it was nasty. And that's where all this stuff comes from it just sitting there and just kind of caking on there. So get my little pumper back, throw another layer of stuff on here, and we're gonna scrub her down and see what we come up with. And maybe I'll put you guys on the other side. There's my little phone thing. Get you guys set up over there. Now, this is the stuff that nobody really sees. This is like behind the scenes stuff when you're putting some of these old school trucks together. It takes a lot of work, man, especially if they've been sitting for a long time. This one's actually in really, really good shape. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's probably one of the nicer ones I've had. I think they all eventually get to look pretty decent. You know, I do put in the work. I do put in the effort. But I think as a starting point, this one is really, really, really good starting point. As of now, I mean, knock on wood, I haven't seen anything that's too crazy or something that's kind of surprised me or nothing. Everything is kind of as it is. And yeah, this is a good build, man, for sure. But it took me a long time to find a good candidate. And I think that's where I used to make my mistakes in the beginning. Was I used to just buy the one that that was the cheapest. But I will tell you guys, if you guys are thinking about doing this kind of stuff, is try to buy the best possible truck you can afford. Don't just go for the cheapest one, because the cheapest one is usually the one that takes the most money to bring it to decent, you know, bring it to where it looks okay, where it runs. So it's almost like the money that you saved from buying the cheap one, you could have just bought the one that was in a little bit better shape and focus your time and effort on other things other than the basics, you know, like you're gonna have to put in some work. I mean, that's just a given. These trucks are old, and a lot of them have been put to work. A lot of them are gonna have that wear and tear. So don't be scared of the work. The work's gonna be there. That's just part of it. Ow. And I just cut myself. Ow, that hurt. And this degreaser in that cut's not helping at all. Okay. This side looks cool. I like it. I like it. Like I mentioned, this stuff shouldn't sit for too long because when it dries, it actually kind of makes it worse because it kind of sticks on there. Kind of makes it hard to come off. But if you catch it while it's still wet, this stuff's a beauty. It takes all this stuff off. Just rips through everything. It's almost as if you were just washing the car. All right, let's get that hose. Woo! Getting you guys all wet over there. Beautiful, guys. This is what I was looking for. Got you guys all soaked over there. But this is good. I hope you guys can see. I see you guys are all wet now. But I like it. I'm gonna get the blower, blow this side out, start working on the other side, and then I'll bring you guys back and we'll probably wrap this video up for now and show you guys what some nice floors look like after you put in a little bit of work. Alright guys, so look, check it out. What do you guys think after some scrubbing? And I think this is the third time spraying the degreaser. Did a final wiping with window glass cleaner. That's kind of my go-to guy right there. It's strong, but it doesn't smell bad. I like using this stuff almost on everything, really. But so the final wipe through was with this guy, and man, it looks really, really good. Really, really good. I'm really stoked on how this is looking. That is not bad, actually. It's really not bad. So I will get in here and scrape that with the wire brush and throw some rust prevention stuff on there just to keep it from moving on and destroying more of this metal. But for now, it's good. but I always like taking pictures of my floor. And I mean, videos now that we're doing YouTube now, but before I used to take pictures of the floor all the time because people always want to cover it up with the sound deadening stuff. And it's happened to me plenty of times. So if this truck ever goes for sale, I'm just gonna shoot them straight to the videos and show them everything like I've done in the past. And honest work, honest pay. I don't feel bad about anybody coming to purchase any car off of me because I know what I'm selling. Because once you start doing this stuff by yourself, you pretty much touch every single piece of the body inside and out. So anyways, got good floors. And we started removing, or actually I already did, the visors. Just 3 little screws, boom, boom, boom. And then you got your little holder. One of them is a pin. The bottom has a little pin. And actually, I think the top has a pin and the bottom is a screw. So I'll get to that on that side when I get there. I just removed the seat belt. So this side is done. Everything on this side is done. The mirror, I don't think I'm going to remove the mirror. I don't think I ordered a new one. I think this one might stay. I don't know. No, you know what? It's kind of crusty looking. So we'll order one. They're not expensive. Just, I'm not looking for a billet one or nothing. Just something nice and chrome to kind of give it that new old vibe. So I don't know if I've told you guys, but I am not painting the interior. The interior is staying white. So all this is going to stay. All this is going to stay. I like all this. I don't believe any truck that was green originally came with white interior or painted white on the inside. I know they came with white seats, but I don't think they ever were painted white. I think they were always painted green and either a white seat or a green seat. So this is kind of my way of staying original and custom at the same time, because the truck will be green, but you're going to open the door and it's going to be white. But all this is going to stay. So it's going to look like it was originally white on the inside. Yeah, that needs a little bit of loving. I mean, some of this stuff, obviously, you could touch up. I don't like too much of all this. Kind of lightly sand this, do some paint over it, and bring some of that stuff back just to bring the look, but to cover the rust and keep it from rusting. It's kind of the vibes that I go for, is a mix between old and new. I love patina, but just because I like patina, I'm not going to leave rust everywhere, just tearing my stuff apart. So that being said, we're going to take this little guy off, and since we're already in here, we're going to take this dash pad off. The dash pad is nothing but just a couple screws. It's a screw in there, and I want to say there's a screw on the inside of this thing. Could be wrong. I don't remember. Last time I took this one off was about 2 years ago. But I did buy a new one. The only reason I'm removing this one is because it's blue. I know I could have got this one wrapped. It's in really, really good shape. But it's such a good shape that I'm going to leave this one. I'm going to leave it alone. Somebody that needs a blue dash pad later, this is a perfect candidate to keep either just like this, or maybe they can wrap it. I don't want to wrap it. I want to leave it alone. It's a cool deal. I'm gonna see if my upholstery guy can save the whole seat cover, and I can sell the seat cover. I could sell dash pad, and I also have the original door panels, which are also blue. They're in awesome patina condition, and somebody that wants to keep a blue interior in their car or their truck, um, they're gonna come up because they're in really good shape. Unfortunately, the blue with the green, it just wasn't vibing with me. So we will get to what I'm doing with the interior here pretty soon, but I think I'm going with brown, like a really nice brown. I think it'll kind of tie in the whole green and the wood grain. But enough talking. Let me get this guy off of here, and maybe we could wrap up this interior teardown. All right, continuing on. We are now inside of our clean cab. So let's start working on some of the stuff in here. So what I did is I took off the glove box. It just gets held by a screw up here, then it has the screws right here, and then the lid slides down, and you unhook it from here and you take it out. So that stuff's in the way for you to get to the stuff behind it. In the front, it was these screws right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get to those, and then with your glove box out, you're gonna have to kind of lay up in here, and then let me see if I can focus. Where are we at? Okay, right here. There's a nut right here, and then there's a nut right there, and then there's a nut right there, and there's a vent right here, and then so we got those so far. And then behind the stereo, it's a little tight in there. Behind the stereo, there's one right here, and if I remember correctly, behind the cluster, there's one right there, and then there's another one just like this in the corner. They're not hard, they're just kind of a pain to get to. It's these guys. I don't know if you guys have seen these before or not, but they pretty much, as you twist them on, it creates its own little threads. It's the same kind of like these, like the ones that we use on the trim. Same stuff. So kind of a pain to get to. A size 10 makes it work. A 3/8 makes it work. It's kind of a in between, kind of funky size, but it doesn't take much to get them off. It's just kind of a pain to get to. So let me continue with that. We're not going to be running this, so I'm going to take the opportunity right now to get this guy out. This is our original heater box, and we already removed everything from inside the engine bay, so this guy is pretty much useless to us. It's just a big box of unused space as of right now. So we'll get this guy out. It does work. I remember once we kind of cleaned it up, like it functions. You know, maybe somebody would need it down the line. It's kind of rusty, but I mean, if I can't get it off nice, there's other ways of getting it off. You guys know what I mean. So it's either gonna come off nicely, or it's gonna get the whole hi-ya. So let me keep moving with that, and let's finish this inside up and get the heck out of this hot cab because it is hot in here. All right. Once you get to the stereo, you're gonna pop off these volume controls, and you're gonna look at something like this. and it's gonna have this little pressure washer thing on there. You're gonna remove that, and then on each volume there's gonna be a nut on there. We're gonna remove those. Those were 5/8. Remove that, and then your stereo. Huh?
It's a nice one.
Yeah, it's getting better. Then you should be able to just push that guy through and bring it around this side. Oh, and this guy is old. This is an original 1969 GM radio.
But we made a new one on these.
Yeah, we'll get a new one. We're gonna vacuum this out, and this will just get added to the collection. And it looks like we'll be installing our new stereo a lot sooner than anticipated, since we're already here. We got to get to this bolt right under here to get this off anyways, and then we'll keep continuing to work our way down until we remove this dash. All right, we'll be back. Now moving alongside, we're on the driver's side now. Kind of threw my tools on this side. Where were we? Okay, the wiper. The wiper, where is my wiper? Here's my wiper. So my wiper just has a set screw on top. It just sits. There's only one way it goes on. It's got a little groove. That's the flat side, and that's the top side. Just get down in there. Tiny little flathead screwdriver. That guy comes on. You don't have to remove anything else, because this bezel will come over it. But on this side it's a little bit different. This side does not have a set screw. This one actually inside, right behind here, you're gonna have to feel for a button, and this whole thing actually pulls out, but it's held in by that button right there. Where you feel it stop, it's inside stuck on that button. So just kind of line yourself up where you're at, right here, and go all the way up. You'll feel a box with the little wire harness thing on it. You'll feel a button. I don't know if you can hear me clicking on it, but you hold that down, and let me see if I can put you guys somewhere. There's like nowhere, and nobody's here either, but it kind of sucks when you have nobody to kind of give you a hand, even just to hold the phone. All my kids are inside because, I mean, it's extremely hot. I don't blame them. But right here, straight behind, feel for a little button. The button's on top. So you're gonna feel for that button. You're gonna push down, and this thing is gonna come straight out, just like that. So that button is sitting right on that groove right there. That's what's locking it in. You push that button, that thing opens, this thing comes out. So that's that. And let's see. Oh yeah, it has screws too. So go around, take all the screws out. The bottom. My last one didn't have one of these, but I mean it should. It should have one of these. This piece goes right here, or actually it goes like this, or I don't remember where. How it went. Oh, like that. Goes like that. And because we're trying to get this guy out. And that's it. Should be able to get up in there. Get you guys a little closer. But you move this guy up. Mine was actually stuck and I didn't border a new one. This one seems to be in okay shape, so I don't want to mess it up. And go around all the screws on this guy. This base acts like a nut. So I'm sure there's like a special tool that goes in the little holes or something, but I just put it like this, right there, and turn it. Just like that. It does have thread on it. Yeah, that thing is hard. That thing is on there. But it's not plastic, so don't be too afraid to persuade it to get out of there. I'm sure it's not heavy duty metal, but you heard that. It is indeed metal. So we should be free now. We should be free. Mine does not have a tilt steering wheel, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult for me because I know there should be a pressure hose for the oil. This little line is keeping it from coming out. Okay. Not to set you guys down so I can just make sure I don't break anything. So I had to set down the phone for a while because I didn't even notice this thing wasn't recording. It said overheating, cool down time, but oh well, it is what it is. I think before it shut off, we were trying to get the cluster out. It was getting stuck, and like I mentioned, mine doesn't have a tilt column, and I tried to do it without dropping the steering wheel, but there's just no clearance. So that's what we did. We removed the bracket that holds this thing up and just let it drop. It's just sitting on itself now, and plenty of room. This guy is your speedometer cable. Just twists onto here. You'll be able to get your hand in there. That'll be the first one you get to, is that one, and then release that. Then next to that will be this one. It's a light bulb. That's the one. That's one of your illumination bulbs right there. So getting those off, this thing will come out a good size. Get your hand in there, get to this guy, squeeze this, pull that out. That's your main harness. And then down in the corner, you'll have your oil pressure line that goes here. And right behind here, where did I fill it? Right here. It's about right here. You got another screw, same kind, or not a screw, but a nut. Same kind, one right there. And I believe the other one's over here in this corner. Yeah, there's one right there in that corner. So, unfortunately, guys, that's all I got for today. This phone is just, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's every bit of 110 or 111. And it just keeps shutting off on me. And yep, that's exactly what happened. Overheated. And then the story of my day. It's been extremely hot, but hope you at least learned a little bit, or at least watched and seen how I do it, how I did it. But yeah, this one's ready to go. I am going to clean it a little bit more. We're going to address that side over there. It's not too bad, but some rust prohibitor on that side. Some here in this corner. And down in there. And after that, we're going to put some sound deadening stuff in here. Probably put it all the way up to here. Like, I mean, this thing is just noisy when you're driving. I mean, if you guys have driven old cars where they're just like this, I mean, everything it just makes noise. So that helps us out a little bit. Put some sanding down stuff in here, and maybe eventually put some carpet, but sound deadening stuff for sure. So see you guys on the next time. Until then, catch you guys on the flip side.